Hello, 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 friends. How are you? Have you ever heard the phrase hard work is the key to success? What if I told you that that's not entirely true? Even though you may have been told this your whole life, right? Like hard work is the key to success. You have to work hard. You have to work hard. Oh, if you could only work harder, like all of these things, right? So today we're going to debunk the myth and explore what really creates lasting success. Spoiler alert. It is not about hustling yourself into exhaustion. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're ready to learn smarter ways to thrive without the grind. So, welcome to Beyond Common Business Secrets. I'm your host, Tracey Watts Cirino, a five-time international best-selling author, coach, speaker, intuitive, guided mentor. You can pretty much call me whatever you would like. I am here to serve and to make sure that you have more amazing tips, tools, and strategies every single week to achieve your version of success. Not somebody else's, right? Your version. So, most of us, especially if you're anything like me, most of us have been taught to equate success with hard work. So, oftentimes it looks like hard work, more hard work, sleepless nights, and endless sacrifices, like giving up parts of your life, like time with family, the ability to have a wellness, have a wellness program for yourself, have things that we do just to nurture our heart and soul. Oftentimes we equate success to giving all of this up, right? Like you're going to have to make sacrifices. It's going to be hard. Um and then it's going to get even harder the more successful. Like every single layer we often equate to more and more and more success. So we want to make sure that this is not something that is challenging us. So let's see. We're gonna like always do that more and more and more. So where we see this coming into play is that we often will think that, oh, okay, well, if if I'm not willing to work even harder and make all of these sleepless nights, sacrifices, and other endless sacrifices, when it comes to oftentimes time away from your family, it can even be harmful to your health. The truth really is like the truth. I always say it like this because it's like, here's the real truth. Working harder doesn't always mean achieving more. So it can often lead to absolute burnout, frustration, and even missed opportunities. Because when you're pursuing things from this um, place of stress and like overwhelm, and you're like, frantic, going crazy, and your head's exploding, right? When all of that is happening, um, that is going to look very different than what it might look like when you are taking action from a place of absolute alignment. So you might say, okay, I already know that. So what's like the secret sauce? So let's dive in. Um, Hustle culture has definitely glorified overworking, and like we're sick to death of this. It's like time for it to go away. But it also, along with the hustle culture, it also ignores one crucial fact. And success is about working smart, right? Like working smart and then leveling up that you're working smarter, not just harder. Think about how often successful people will credit their achievements to maybe a 20-hour workday, but also with, oh, well, I was thinking it would be best to take a break today. So I went on a walk. I did something with my family. I took a vacation. Like different things happen because when you think about always just pushing, pushing, and stressing, that is going to lead to more burnout. And it's going to lead to you making decisions from a place that is maybe out of alignment with what success is going to feel like for you in your body and how it's going to show up in your life. So it's like when you talk to successful people, they'll often talk about, the strategy they used, the focus, and the alignment. Like you can take people like Oprah Winfrey, even Sarah Blakely. Like they didn't just hustle their way to the top without aligning their actions with purpose. I know Sarah Blakely tells the story of being at Neiman Marcus and sending a bunch of other people in the store to ask about Spanx, which was her product. So that was very strategic and that was in alignment. That wasn't about her herself having to work harder. So you want to think through what taking aligned action looks like. It's not just about working more and pushing for the sake of working more, right? Um, you can look at her career, like I had said, Oprah, because they both focused on what mattered most and then delegated all the rest. Look at the most successful, entrepreneurs and leaders in history. They focused on what they could do best and like what was meant just for them, but then they delegated everything else, right? Because your job is to continue to grow and get better and stronger in every level, right? It's not about just working more and more. So you want to think about how you can have a strategy that aligns with what you really personally consider success. What does success feel like for you? And then you want to focus from there. So, another really important point is that when you align your goals with your purpose, work will often feel effortless and you will work from this place of flow and things will just like line up synergistically that it's like everything's working out. Like you might hit a roadblock, but it's just going to feel like a tiny little speed bump because you've already got the momentum. So success comes naturally because you're in this state of flow and you have that feeling of inspired action. So this is where tools like human design can come into play. And using our clarity tool, when you use our 7-layer clarity tool, this helps you really get super clear on what it is you really want. And then when you use different tools like human design, you hire a coach, you work with a mentor to help you get your systems and strategies up effectively. This will help you, when you use human design and then you hire a mentor, coach, and start hiring some staff to help with what they're best at. This helps you understand your natural strengths and how to use them effectively. So, this is going to help you in your own personal growth, in your business growth, in your personal relationships, and in your staff and in growing that part of your business. It can also help you in the dynamics of managing your client relationships as well. So it's important from the standpoint of a more practical tip I can give you is ask yourself, am I doing this because I love it or because I think I should? Right? Like, am I doing this because my heart's really in this and it's really something that I want to be doing? Or am I doing this because I think I should? Um, the energy you bring to your work and what you put behind it matters more than the number of hours you put in. So you really want to take action from a place of being inspired, because then it's like, oh yeah, I love what I'm doing. This is definitely it. And when you take a break, you take a break because you're divinely guided to that. So other something else you want to do is think about leveraging your systems. So when you leverage different systems and learn like the art of delegation, I always look at it like this. It's like smart systems and teamwork are the real game changers, right? Because we were not supposed to just look at business like, oh, yeah, I'm successful now. And then to be more successful, I have to work harder and harder and harder. It is, you have an innovative idea or an innovative way that you want to change the way that business is done in your industry. And successful people know how to delegate tasks and automate processes so that they can focus on their zone of genius, right? It's not that you need to be doing everything. And trust me, I live in the real world. Like, I understand that in the beginning, when you don't have the money or, or know as many people in your industry, you are going to be the one that figures it out. And that's okay. Figure it out from that place of being fully aligned, because when you're in the state of flow, it's going to attract more of the people that are going to want to work with you, whether it's as clients or as staff in your business. So the more you stay in this high vibe energy, the better it's going to be. So an example of people that really know how to stay in their zone of genius is, instead of spending hours and hours on tasks that drain you, like, what if you use that time to network, right? Like, what if you went out and network? And even in the beginning, maybe when you don't have a lot of money, you could network with somebody else that's really good at that task, and maybe they need something you have to offer, and then you like co-collaborate, and you both help each other grow your businesses. You could also use this time to innovate. Like, really think of ways that you can innovate. Like, what's a different way that you can deliver what what you've always done in your industry? Because the more you ask, like, is it really true that this is the only way that we can do this? Is it really true that I have to do it this way? Is it true that this is the way, or is there a better way? So oftentimes I will ask questions like that, and that will just stir and spark my creativity to where I come up with a whole new way. Another thing you can do is like rest. Rest is productive too. It will fuel your creativity. You don't have to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. You want to get plenty of rest, because the more rest you get, the more you will be high vibe. So you'll be working from a place of being high vibe, which will attract more of the type of clients and businesses that you want to work with. So I have a challenge for you. Yay. So here's your challenge. I want you to take a look at your day and identify one thing that you're doing the hard way. And I want you to be really honest. Like, what am I doing here that is the hard way? And then ask yourself, is there a smarter, easier way to achieve the same result? Is there a quicker way to achieve the same result? Start there and watch how things shift. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments what you're ready to let go of, what you just realized, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that I was doing this the hard way. I just had never given myself permission to look at it different. So you have full permission. You didn't need it, but you have it. So don't forget to subscribe for more tips on thriving without burnout. And make sure you leave us a review and post your questions in the comments. So remember, success is not about working harder, no matter what your mom has ever told you. We're going to just get rid of that, right? It is not about working harder. It's about working smarter, staying aligned, and honoring your unique gifts. You've got this. You've got this. You've got this. I'll see you in the next video. And make sure you share this video and podcast with a business bestie. If you would like to dive even deeper into any area of your human design or get some guided mentorship on what business systems and strategies will give you back so much more time, creating more freedom and joy in your everyday life, I would love to be your coach, be your mentor, and help you on this journey. So all of our contact information is in the show notes. As always, stay beyond amazing, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.